Hi Taurus, and welcome to my channel. And this is going to be an October love reading for you guys. So let's get started. Sorry, getting a bit of a cold. Okay, so Taurus, right off the bizet, you guys, for what I feel like you want, the card that you got out for what you want is the Ten of Athame. And then you've got the Four of Wands. So the Ten of Athame, or basically the Ten of Swords, what I feel like this is saying to me is the fact that you guys are kind of done with something. You're totally done with it, but you don't want to kind of have like the victim mentality anymore. You kind of want to wash your hands with something that kind of made you before feel like the victim, or made you feel like you was pinned up against the wall. I feel like you're kind of been there, done that, over that. I feel like you're ready to end the difficulties and you want to move on to better times. Like, I feel like you can't wait to get over something. And stop feeling like the victim, and like everything is out to get you. Ready to turn over a new leaf. And this possibly maybe within a fresh residence, because the Four of Wands can represent a fresh residence, or a new happy home, a new union. You want to move on, maybe possibly you want to move on to someone else, or just anything to get you away from this hell, or this sacrifices that you felt, personal sacrifices that you felt like you had to make. You see this witch here, she's performing a ritual to kind of like in out with the old, in with the new. So yeah, I feel like you're preparing for a better life, or you're preparing for new love, new emotions to come into, and you're kind of letting go and shedding that dead skin, because a new future awaits, putting bad situations behind you, but definitely careful deliberation, but definitely honest assessment of a situation. Okay, the worst is over. I feel like that's where you are, Taurus, which is really good. For what your partner, current or prospective or past, previous, wants, I feel like that motherfucker may be like love to play victim, or because you've got the Five of Pentacles here. This is in the area of what they want. So if you've got the Five of Pentacles and the Eight of Swords, it's like someone wants to look like they're struggling. Someone likes to feel like the victim. Um, they may they may want people to feel sorry for themselves, or they want to feel sorry for themselves and want other people to feel sorry for themselves, and have this like woe is me mentality. I'm feeling they want to appear like they are struggling more than they really are, because the Five of Pentacles is like finances, trouble, worries, unexpected money ventures, unexpected expenses, or feeling isolated, feeling left out, pinching pennies. Because you see this woman sitting out with the code, and she literally is, despite the pentacles or the money being up in the tree, she's still pinching for pennies there. So, and then the Eight of Swords, or the Eight of Athame, is feeling stuck, mental blockages. So with these two, it's like this person has like low self-esteem. They want it to seem like they are feeling left out and isolated. And I just feel like they like to have this victim mentality. I don't know if they're trying to put on for courts, if you guys dealing with legals, or they're trying to put on for you so you can feel sorry for them, or that other people can feel sorry for them. I don't know. But the important thing is, what the relationship wants is the standing stone. And this, what's engraved on the stone, it says harm none. Okay? And this is card number 11. Now this is about getting justice. This is about being treated fairly. This is everyone getting their due. everyone getting what they deserve, everyone getting what they put in. So there's nothing biased about it. There is you see like the scales in there, like the Libra scales. There is unity, there's Trinity, because then you've got this spiral here, the goddess spiral. So and then the scales there. So there's balance that is needed. So the relationship wants, or what the relationship wants to find justice. The relationship wants to give whoever needs their due share, their due share. um, and I feel like what you really want in your subconscious, Taurus, I feel like you really, really want reciprocity, and you really just want to get even or get equal or get, if this is money that it needs to be held, you just want to make sure that you're getting your reciprocity and you're getting your equal distribution. You're getting your reward, or you're getting your gift, or what have you. That's what you really want in your subconscious. Or if there's not money involved, maybe it's just feelings. Maybe you just want an equal effort to be put into, if you guys share a child, or you just want to be heard, and you want the other person to be heard, so that no one feels like there's this imbalance, or there's like favoritism in the courts, or there's um, favoritism amongst friends. You want to be heard, and you want them to be heard, and you want well, some of you just want your coins. If you're expecting some sort of charitable gift, or if you're the person that's doing the giving, you just want to make sure that your money is being well spent. And what your partner corner perspective on the Three of Chalices. So either of you or someone else, or maybe this is them wanting support from the community, or support from friends and lovers. They want people on their side, or they want to be able to cheers and make up with you, whether if you guys choose to stay together or not, that's a different story. But they may want to mend, you know, to mend things and patch things up and just celebrate, or they want to celebrate and win over not being able to pay you money that you deserve, or things of that nature. Or they want to get out more. If they are a person that is feeling like a victim, they want to get out more, and they want to socialize more and put themselves out there more. What the relationship, subconscious of the relationship is, I feel like the relationship is definitely telling you guys that some sort of action really needs to be taken. Some action needs to be taken. You've got the Oak King in reverse. He's hanging from a tree. So the Oak King, number 12 in reverse. It's like action needs to be taken now. After this time of limbo, after this time of surrendering to the source, after this time of not really making any effort, now is the time to put in work. Now is the time to make a decision, to have results, to come out of that limbo stage. And I feel like negative energy needs to be released so that it doesn't interfere with the process. And we've got this card paired up with the Queen of Wands, or the Queen of Fire. So I feel like each partner needs to develop self-mastery. Okay, you may need to open up channels of communication so that you each can be friendly, can be a friendly confidant to each other, and so you can feel like someone is actually listening, so you guys can feel like you can actually express your needs and then take action on what these and heed to what these needs need to be. I mean, what these needs are. Sorry, sir. I'm tired. Yeah. Speaking of needs, what it is that I feel like you need to do is, I feel like you need a bit of isolation. And isolation is not a bad thing. Isolation is actually very good, especially with this Holy King, this number 9 here, this spiritual warrior, spiritual wisdom. So I feel like you need to go within yourself for self-interest, for introspection, to get in under to get in underneath you with your inner wisdom and guidance. You might feel like you need to go on a new path, and it all starts from within. This spiritual quest, or this spiritual journey of within, so you can feel enlightened. And what I feel like your partner or your ex-partner or current or prospective partner, what I feel like they need to do is they need to move on. I feel like they need to see other people. You've got the Eight of Chalices here, and then the Three of Wands. So I feel like they need to look over the horizon and see what is if the grass is greener on the other side. Because you've got, like, maybe they need to see other people and let go, especially if they are attached to you, Taurus. They may need to adapt to the single life and see what's over the fence there, over the horizon. That was supposed to be like a leap, sorry. Because you've got that product with the Ace of Wands and the Three of Wands. So, like, they need to take some action, maybe. These threes hurt. Somebody, there may be other parties involved or other opinions. If it's not a third party, I feel like there may be a lot of opinions through friends and family. But they also may need to work on themselves and their careers. For that spiritual breakthrough and action and passion. They may need to become more stable within themselves. They need to put action and life force into their dreams and follow them. They need to find a new passion. And it's like, I feel like it's almost like this relationship thrives on disputes. So you need to calm the bickering and the stress and argumentative nature. That's what the relationship subconscious one needs to happen for the relationship subconsciously. Because the Five of Wands is like competition or bickering, or maybe there's like a new person that has come into the group and someone may be trying to adapt to a new group. They may be, the new person may be coming in, and the new person may be, and the old person may be going out. Okay, so that's what the focus of this relationship needs to be on. Is maybe within both of you exiting the relationship or something of that sort. Taught off. And then what you get out of this month, Taurus, is actually a beautiful card. You've got the Ace of Chalices. So you may actually be starting off fresh with someone else. Or this could just be you may be starting on a new emotional wavelength. And you may feel like a new emotional fulfillment because you may have felt drained from this relationship before. But what you're going to get out of this is you're going to get a newfound sense of self, a newfound sense of love, of harmony, of bliss, of contentment, of settled emotions, or emotions that you can actually deal with that are not unbearable. Like this hair one. So I feel like you're going to get a new lease. Someone may offer their cup of love to you, or you may be offering your cup of love to someone else, or you may be doing this to yourself with this Holy King here, spiritual leader, which is you. What your partner or current or prospective gets. Now, if this is speaking of a new partner energy coming in, and they may be starting off something new with someone with quick text messages, a lot of goo goo gaga mush gush messages that make your heart melt, or make their heart melt, because this is what your partner gets. If this is the new partner, but if this is the old partner, as I was saying before, or the new one as well, this can mean that they get some news regarding their career, and it elevates them and puts them on a level to where they feel happy and proud of themselves. Maybe a lot of quick messages coming in, or quick exchanges of love and unity and peace. They may be coming from a distance, but definitely showing sudden progress, swift action for advancement, maybe even travel. A period of waiting is definitely ending with this Eight of Wands here. Tensions are resolved. Okay. And then what the relationship gets. So if this was a relationship that has been suffering for some time, I feel like you've got two tens here actually. So altogether, I feel like how many tens? Yeah, you got three tens in this relationship. Because the ten of Artemis, you got the ten of chalices and the ten of pentacles in reverse here. So the ten of chalice in reverse, which is like the family happy card with unity and bliss, and then the ten of pentacles in reverse, which is like stability, security within the family or within a business organization, but they're both in reverse. So what the relationship gets here, I feel like the relationship is getting a bit of a strain, but I feel like this strain was long held or long needed, because if these two cards speaks of like family quarrels or disputes, may even be a loss of inheritance, instability, or it could be like an endangered reputation. So that's what the relationship gets. Maybe you guys' reputation to society maybe not so great. So it definitely may be time to leave this relationship alone. But I feel like this is a long time coming. I don't feel like anyone's gonna be sad from this. I feel like it's gonna be a relief from both of you. For those of you who are paired or partnered, okay? Now let's see what oracle cards. What is the message in this reading for Taurus? What is this message in this reading for Taurus? Deception. Someone is wearing a false mask in this relationship. So that maybe that person, like I said earlier, they may be trying to put on the front like they have less than they do, especially if they have to pay out money. Okay, what is the message in this reading for Taurus? What is the message in this reading for Taurus Spirit? From the medicine cards. Oh, that one's blank. This is probably too much. Okay, this is going to be too much to read. But I really feel like I have to read them because they came up. Okay, so illusion, dragonfly. Dragonfly medicine is of the dreamtime and the illusionary facade we accept as physical reality. The iridescence of dragonfly's wings reminds of us colors not found in our everyday experience. Dragonfly's shifting of color, energy, form, and movement explodes into the mind of the observer, bringing vague memories of a time or place where magic reigned. Some legends say that Dragonfly was once dragon and that dragon had scales like dragonfly's wings. Dragon was full of wisdom and flew through the night, bringing light with its fiery breath. The breath of dragon brought forth the art of magic and the illusion of changing form. The dragon got caught in its own facade. Coyote tricked dragon into changing form, and the shape of its new body became like dragonflies, and accepted the challenge to prove its power on magical prowess. Dragon lost its power. Dragonfly is the essence of the winds of change, the messages of wisdom and enlightenment, and the communications from the elemental world. This elemental world is made up of the tiny spirit of plants and of the elements air, earth, fire, and water. In essence, this world is full of nature spirits. If Dragonfly has flown into your cards today, you may have forgotten to water. You may have forgotten to water your plants. On another level, you may need to give thanks to the foods you eat for sustaining your body. On a psychological level, be it may be time to break down the illusions you have held that restrict your actions or ideas. Dragonfly medicine always beckons you to seek out the parts of your habits which you need to change. Have you put on too much weight, or have you started to look like a scarecrow? Have you tended to the changes you have wanted to make in your life? If you feel the need for change, call on to Dragonfly to guide you through the mist of illusion to the pathways of transformation. See how you can apply the art of illusion to your present question or situation. And remember that things are never completely as they seem. So you got illusion and deception. Well, Dragonfly, which means illusion. And these are the Native American medicine cards. And then patience, which is ant. Oh, tiny ant, your patience grows like the sands of time. Can I learn to be like you, or is it too sublime? Sorry, I didn't read the little poem for the other one, the postcard. Ant can carry a leaf over hundreds of miles just to get it back to the anthill. Ants of Africa will strip a forest bare when food is scarce if it takes them a year. Ant's medicine is the strategy of patience. Ant is a builder. Like the beaver, is aggressive like badger, has stamina like elk, scrutiny like mouse, and giveaway like turkey. Every ant in an ant meal is part of the ant group mind, as all ants work for the queen ant and the hive. Self-sacrifice is a part of the ant medicine. Greater than ants' other medicines, however, is patience. Ant people are active, community-minded folks who see the greater future seeds of their own. Ant people are planners, like squirrel, and content to see their dreams being built a little at a time in today's society that is a rare quality. Patience does have its rewards, and people have a knowing about the sweet victory at the end of the line. There is never a concern about going without. If they are late for the opening of a sale, if they if what they want is sold out, they are sure that something equal or better is available. If you have ant medicine, you eat slowly and deliberately and are content in knowing that what is yours will come to you. This knowing is good medicine. It shows a trust in the universe to provide. If ant meandered into your spread today, it is time to show a little trust and patience in some life situation. You may have forgotten that you will always receive that which you need at the time you need it most. It is not at an it is not on the horizon or just if it is not on the horizon or just around the next anthill, you may need to use some strategy. How can you put to use your power of creation until it arrives, whatever it means to you at this time? And is working for the good of the whole. Are you? If you are, be assured that the whole wants the same goodness for you and that it will be provided. Blue Heron. I pulled this earlier for somebody else. Self-reflection. Heron medicine is the power of knowing the self by discovering gifts in faces is challenging. That's kind of like put up with the 9, the Holy King, and 4 and 5, 45 plus 4 plus 5 is 9, so it's definitely in tune with this. It is the ability to accept all feelings and opinions without denying any emotion or thought. Heron flies over those who are unaware of who they are and where they belong in the world, gently dropping a blue feather to them. Heron asks them to follow their intuition and begin the empowerment journey of self-realization. If the great blue heron has flown into your cards today, it is urging you to dive into the world of feelings to seek your truth. Heron teaches you to develop your self-reflective skills so that you may come to know yourself in an intimate way, looking at yourself through the flimsy lens of self-importance, the cloudy perceptions of low self-worth, and the myopic eyes of self-pity. You will never understand your true potential or appreciate the opportunities that appear. Heron asks that you examine yourself with a cold eye to see what you wish to improve and how you want to change. If you get stuck in the process, It may be a sign that you are being too hard or too critical, choosing to blame others and constantly pointing a finger at life situations instead of claiming responsibility for your actions shows that you lack the courage to face the enemy within. Heroin medicine, heroin, sorry, not heroin. Medicine people are willing to look at themselves and strengths and inner weaknesses. In balancing those truths, Heron medicine shows you how to meet the challenges of your personal weaknesses and how to continue developing the skills that lead to inner strength and certainty of purpose. Are you willing to dive into the watery depths of your own feeling to discover the real of your spiritual essence? Heroin is now calling you to delve deeper, to know yourself and trust your path like the phoenix who rises from its own ashes. Heron emerges from the unseen world of spirit into new balanced senses of self in the order to embrace its potential again and again. Brilliant, Taurus. Thank you so much. I hope that resonated with you. Peace. Enjoy the rest of October.